What's up, guys? This is Beefcake, and I am making another video finally. It's been a minute since my last one, so I'm really excited to show you guys this dragon hog attack. It's kind of been one of my favorite attacks for a long time. When they first came out with the hogs, probably a year and a half ago or something like that. I don't remember exactly. I practiced with them for a long time, tried a lot of different strategies, and this is the end result of months and months of trying different things. So I'm really excited to show you guys. But this is going to be kind of a general video. I'm going to probably make another video or two that are going to be more specific for your level. So if you're a lower level, I'll maybe try it with less spells. And if you're a higher level and you're hitting higher Town Hall 9s, maybe I'll rank up in trophies and find some really tough bases and do a few of those, so you can really see that this attack actually can be used on almost any Town Hall 9 and down if you know how to do it. There's only a few specific setups that are really, really, really good at anti-hog attacks. So, anyways, I'll kind of get going. This one right here, I'm going to start out with a really easy base. Hopefully you guys will be able to follow me. Now, any base, guys, when you're doing a war base, almost always people are going to center their town hall and they're going to center their clan castle. They're going to put all of those things relatively together. So if you'll notice, you've got the entire base there, but the centerpiece is the town hall and the clan castle. This guy here chose to put his missile turrets obviously closer inside. And most of the time, you'll also find that they will take their heroes and they will put those towards the center as well. This guy here chose to put them on the outside, so it made it really easy to know where to launch my dragons. Okay, so anyways, part of the entire strategy is seeing the base as a circle. I like to call it a pie. So if you'll notice, really and truly, it is a circle. If you take all of the defensive stuff, you're really setting this circle around the town hall. The idea of this attack is to use a dragon, a couple dragons in the very beginning, to initially penetrate the defense and take out the stuff that the hogs cannot handle. So the main things that you're worried about when you're using hogs, obviously, are traps, bombs, clan castle troops, and then heroes. Okay? Those are the main things that are hog killers. Everything else is pretty easy. Even crossbows, wizards, mortars, pretty much anything else, you can easily heal the hogs before they die. But those are the traps, the bombs, the big bombs, I should say. Smaller bombs, not so much, but the big bombs. Traps, bombs, heroes, and I know I'm forgetting something. Obviously, you're not going to use this against Infernos. Obviously, guys, if a base has Infernos, this attack is null and void. You will not use this attack against any base that has Infernos, okay? But, again, traps, bombs, and why am I drawing a blank? I need to write this stuff down before I do these videos. Anyways, we'll get into it. I'm sure whatever it is I'm thinking, we'll get. Oh, clan castle troops. Duh. That's the first part, is that what I'm going to show you with the clan castle troops. So, okay, traps, bombs, clan castle troops, and heroes. Okay? So, very first thing of this attack, you're going to use dragons to separate the defense. You have to cut a piece of the pie out. So imagine a circle and taking out a piece of that circle so that it only leaves one direction for your hogs to run when you launch them. You don't want them to spread all over the map. On this particular attack right here, they have some heavy air defense. So it's going to be very difficult to cut an exact, piece of the pie out. But I see a way that I can eliminate two specific things that really hurt hogs. Number one, heroes. Number two, clan castle troops. I also see that right here where the heroes are, there's a lot of gaps. If you'll notice, this whole base is kind of full of these little short gaps. And I probably lucked out too because it looked like somebody else had attacked this guy. But I was just looking for an easy one to start off with. So as far as traps go, I can probably eliminate a couple of the traps that are in this general area right here. Maybe there's 2 traps. So if I can take this section out, I can eliminate heroes, clan castle troops, and traps, and enough of the defense so that the hogs run a specific direction. Okay, so we'll start it off. Normally I'll cut a hole to where the dragons stay in one spot. But guys, as you know, dragons will chase heroes and they will chase clan castle troops. So if the heroes are close enough, there's no real reason to have to, take out anything extra with your heroes. You don't have to pinch the dragons, as you might say. In a later attack video, I'll show you guys how to pinch the dragons, but that's pretty basic. You guys should know how to do that kind of stuff to focus the dragons where you want them to go. Okay, now guys, starting this video off, this is a really bad way to start off because I started the dragons. Now remember, I'm doing this in regular attack. This is not a war attack. I didn't have time to plan this out. This is me searching through bases and having all of about 20 seconds to look at the base before I attack. I don't know if there's clan castle troops. So as I planned this attack out, as I looked at it for 15 to 20 seconds, I didn't know if they had clan castle troops. So I initially did this with the idea that there would be clan castle troops. Now, if there were, when the dragons were launched, the clan castle troops would have probably emptied out. The dragons were in range, and the dragons would have chased the troops. They would have easily demolished them. I would have dropped the rage right on top of where the clan castle troops were coming in. Okay. But since no clan castle troops came out, I saved that rage and waited and waited and waited until the dragons were in some serious danger and until I was for sure that the clan castle troops were not there. At that point, I dropped the rage, and now I'm still allowing the dragons to cut a little more of the pie. Now, if you'll notice, I start noticing my dragons are completely getting just demolished. They've already cut a major section of the pie. And there's really only one thing left that would have separated all the defense. And it's that mortar right there in the middle. But with time being an issue, with the dragons getting down to it, I had to go ahead and launch. So I chose the right side. Now, as I was choosing this base, guys, I also noticed one other thing. This base is extremely hog friendly. When I said it was an easy base, I didn't mean that the defense wasn't upper level. Look, I mean, he's got black archer towers. He's got black cannons. Clearly has almost fully upgraded mortars. This is a very good base. But what do I notice? It's hog friendly. Okay? It has no spots for a big bomb. There's nothing. More than likely, the big bombs are on the outside of the base. Okay, right there, and probably right here. So all I have to do is be ready to either heal on those spots or be willing to sacrifice a few of the hogs. If there's only 2 or 3 or a couple that are going to go over there, then I'm not going to waste a heal spell on that. Okay, so I'm going to launch the hogs on this side. I'm expecting the majority of them to run this loop. Okay, they're going to run that top loop, come back around, and probably finish up somewhere right around this little area here. Okay. So I'm going to keep an eye on them, but I am going to lead them with the heal spells in the major areas of defense. Because it's a specific loop now, and I know exactly what area the hogs are going to be running to, I can lay the heal spells ahead of them. Okay, so we'll see if they kind of follow the idea of this half loop. Stay into the right. Stay into the right. Okay, a couple of them. If you'll notice, a couple went this way. Okay, totally normal, absolutely fine. The computer, they love to do that. They love to split them up just a little bit here and there, but you have to keep an eye on that main group. And you also have to notice that smaller group, if it takes at least a quarter of the amount of hogs, you might have to risk putting a heal spell because you need those hogs to last just a little bit longer and get a couple extra things. You don't save every single heal spell for just the big group if there's a big chunk that splits off, okay? You might have to save that chunk, and eventually they'll get back together. But in this case, there's about 4 of them, looks like. So we'll kind of keep an eye on it for a second. Definitely I see that there's a lot of red right here. And I can tell definitely that the next that this group has a specific pattern that they're going to go to, okay? There's a couple little things out here that throw them off, but more than likely they're going to run up and run that loop still, okay? See? There they go. So I laid that next heel just in the next section, okay? Now notice how I laid the heel to where the hogs are barely even in it. And not only that, but I actually dropped it before the hogs got into it. And it just so happened that they happened to meet at the exact same time. But still, the hogs are going to stay inside of that heel as they attack the mortar, as they attack the Tesla, as they attack the wizard. That corner of it there actually reaches the cannon. It actually reaches the air turret. Just because the heel is not touching the cannon and it's not touching the air turret completely, it's not covering them. When the hogs get there, the hogs will actually be standing next to it, and they will be included in the heal spell. So, as long as that heals up, the hogs are good. They're just going to rampage. There's nothing too crazy for them. Nothing that won't help them stay alive. That little group. Now, this is when they split, okay? If you'll notice, the heal's keeping these guys alive, right? They're still in the heal. This is when that split happens. This is what you want to try to avoid. But because of that early dragon situation and the high-level turrets, I knew it would, it was a possibility because I didn't cut the full pie. I did, however, manage to keep the hogs out of the X that you're noticing. See that empty X? Because the hogs are having to come back over, if there is a trap in that X somewhere, the hogs are completely immune to it now. They're not going to have to run into it. Okay? That's a huge part. All these little spaces here, if there's any traps, the hogs are safe from that because that's part of the pie that the dragons cut. I used them specifically there because I want to eliminate as many of the potential dangers for the hogs. So the heroes, traps, and CC troops. But since there weren't any, I didn't have to worry about it. But if there were, the dragons would have demolished them with a rage. It would have been cake. And it would have probably still, the dragons would have been able to clear about this much anyways. So, so that's a huge thing. So now that I've seen they split off, I know this group is going to run this side of the loop, and I know this group is going to have to go up to that side of the loop, okay? Lucky for me, there's still a couple dragons, and a few of my clan castle guys turned out to be archers. Like I said, I'm not doing this in war mode, so I didn't really get to plan out what was in the clan castle. I had somebody specifically put a couple hogs in, but they weren't able to fill it. So some other of the clan mates, threw in a few archers and things. So they're taking care of business over here on the side. A couple hogs are handling that. And we're going to watch them go a little more. So now that I've noticed that they've split off, this group is still being healed. I'm not worried about them currently because they're probably going to move to the cannon next and then the wizard. They're still fine. This group, however, is running the other side of the loop, so I know this area is the next side that's going to need the heal. Okay, that's the next cluster of defense. So let's see if I drop the heal there. I do. There you go. Notice now the hogs are going to be healed here. They're going to be taken care of. And the group of hogs that were down here killing that Tesla, they ran up and now they're included in the last remainder of that heal. And notice their life is still, it's been being healed. They're back to almost full health. And they're going to move on together in this cluster to this next group, which I'll heal right here for the next group if you'll notice. Okay. There they go. There they go. A couple of hogs. They're all going to stay in the loop on this side right here. The bomb gets them, but guess what? They're in the heal. This next group. Okay. Now, I did drop a heal here because I knew that was the next area they would run to. Notice how the heal was out ahead of them and able to cover the majority of the defense here in this area. Okay. Now, on this side here, guys, there was a double bomb. Double bomb is suicide for hogs. It's done. Even if there's a heal, it doesn't matter. Okay? Even with a heal, it does not save hogs in a double bomb. So, clearly he had it ready for the hogs. There's nothing I could do to save that group. Lucky for me, though, I had already laid a heel in the majority of this area for these guys. So any of the leftover hogs that were split just barely here, and these hogs up here, they're still included in that one. So now all of the rest of the defense is pretty much covered with heal spells. Okay? So I did lose a few just because of that double bomb, but because of the heals keeping all the rest of them alive, they should have an easy cleanup. Okay? They're still healing. Everybody's alive. Nobody's hurt. Nothing at all. Not a problem. Like I said, the major problem for hogs is mega bombs, traps, clan castle troops, and heroes. But if you can eliminate a large majority of those things right from the beginning, then there's nothing left to stop your hogs as long as you use your heal spells correctly. Okay? So the key to this attack is, number one, use the dragons to cut the pie. Clear it enough to where you can at least focus the hogs in a certain direction to where you can anticipate with the heal spells. The heal placement is crucial. Making sure that you place it ahead of the hogs, not directly on top of them. You want to place it in the next area that they're going to go. Okay? And then the last part of this is just clean up. They're just taking care of business. Not a problem at all. Had plenty of time. And usually when you do this attack right, you have plenty of time. Okay? I did actually have an example on here where I didn't have a lot of time because I got distracted in the middle of the attack. So I'll show that one to you guys as well. Okay, let's go to the next one. Now that was kind of a particular one because it didn't have clan castle troops. Let's give you guys some hogs. Merry Christmas, guys. Let's get a few hogs going here. Okay, next one. Like I said, that one didn't have any clan castle troops. It clearly had been attacked before, so a few of the traps were probably gone. And if you guys notice, I'm not using my queen. She's currently upgrading, so at least, I'm not using all of my arsenal, and so you can at least kind of compare a little bit, to yourself in this if you don't have a level 20 queen or something like that, So I'm not using my queen. I'm just using the king. Now, guys, when you're trying to put your drags in a specific spot, it is good to have a queen and a king because you can pinch the dragons. You can place the king, for example, right here, and I could place another dragon, somewhere, or not another dragon. I could place the queen in another spot so that she clears something, the king clears something, and then I can put the dragons in the middle so that after they clear whatever I place them on, they'll go towards the middle. They'll pinch towards the middle, okay? In this case, since I don't have the queen, I had to use a dragon, I believe. Let me make sure that's what I did. I don't remember. I did this about an hour ago. So I just remember this was a great example. Okay, so I'm using the king to clear an area. Notice that this is more like a war base here in the aspect that they have the centerpiece as the town hall, of course. They have both heroes in the middle. They have the clan castle in the middle. And then they have the air turrets kind of spread out far. When the air turrets are spread out this far, guys, it is a fantastic idea to take out one of the turrets with the dragons to make sure that when you place your rage with the dragons, you cover one of those turrets. Okay? So, looking at this base, I see the main threat, obviously, as the clan castle troops first. That is your number one concern. That is the whole reason you're leading with 6 dragons. Okay? So, I'm leading with these dragons. Probably going to go to this side. I'm going to try to take out the king, try to take out the clan castle troops, and I'm going to try to take out this turret. Now, one thing I noticed was that there is a big giant spot right here. I noticed there was another spot here, and another one here. Remember, and another one down here. There's 4 of those. Okay, so those can be either big bombs or they can be Teslas. Most people are stupid, and they will place their base uniform exactly so that they won't. Like if there's a spot here, they'll have Teslas, and then that spot will probably be Teslas. If this is a bomb, more than likely all 4 of those corners are bombs. So if you know that one of those is a bomb, well, chances are all the rest of them are bombs, and so now you know what the base is. Okay? So anticipating that that's probably a bomb, more than likely, just by the way that the space looks, I want to also clear this area of any type of defense so that my hogs don't have to run to those spots. Since I'm clearing this area, I want to launch the dragons probably towards that turret and then have the clan castle empty out onto the turret so that I can get a 2-in-1. The dragons actually have splash damage. So as they're killing the clan castle troops, they're also killing the buildings that the troops are standing next to. So that's a huge tip as well. If you can pull the clan castle troops to a certain point of an air turret or defense or whatever it is, it's a great way to combine that splash damage of the dragons to also clear an area. So that's what I'm thinking right here. So I'm going to clear some of this area. I'm going to launch the dragons between this turret and between the king to try to suck the dragons up to that turret and kill the clan castle troops and the turret. And then also maybe one or two of the dragons will kill that king and help that out. I help that part with my hogs. So let's do this. Start going again. King's doing his thing. I'm not rushing. I'm not in a hurry. I remember what happened. So notice that the king actually has cleared a lot of space. Okay. Now I can't launch yet because if I launch, dragons more than likely will still target one of these side elixir drills. So right here I'm going to raise the king and hopefully he'll get to that builder's hut and clear it first. Once he clears that, I know I have plenty of space to launch the dragons to where they'll target that archer tower. Okay, and that's the perfect place for what I'm trying to do here. So I didn't have to waste the dragon to do the pinch. I saved it because the king was able to actually clear enough area. Okay, so now I'm going to launch the dragons. They're going straight in at that archer. I'm going to wait. Notice I don't drop the rage immediately. Okay, I wait until that first archer empties out of the clan castle. As soon as he empties out, as soon as I see it them start to pour, or I think they're close enough, that's when I drop the rage. And notice that I dropped the rage in front of the dragons so that they went into it. That allows them to take full advantage of that whole rage. Now, notice they cleaned this entire area. Okay, there's no defense in the middle other than that king. A dragon didn't kill the king yet. Maybe this guy here is going to go up and get it, but he's being targeted already. This group is clearing this side. They're going to clear out that bomb area. So that's going to be a humongous help. That eliminates one bomb completely. So that way I don't have to worry about that getting my hogs. Or I don't have to waste a heal spell right there because now the hogs aren't even going to have to go that direction. So I can launch the hogs and they're going to run an exact circle. I know exactly where they're running now because of the circle. Okay? So, launch the hogs. Waiting. Okay, there you go. Notice I didn't do it too fast. That last dragon did not get the heroes. So I launched the spell in front of the hogs. I know they're running there. I know where it's going to be. They're still all covered in this circle. Okay, a couple of them go out. I don't worry about those just yet. There's a big bomb in the middle. They activated it. It got most of them, but I'm not worried about it because I had already laid that second heal spell for the big cluster of guys that are following the loop. Okay, there wasn't enough of them that went to the middle for me to worry about those. There was maybe 4 or 5, and every once in a while that's going to happen. Okay, but they did me a favor by activating that bomb, getting rid of it, and clearing out a Tesla. So now, even more so, there's still a perfect little half circle there. Okay. Also, my dragons have cleared this area, so I don't have to worry about that. The hogs are still in this circle. Notice they're still in that heal spell, right? So they're going to run over here next. Now, I have a problem because I know there's a bomb probably right there. So what am I going to do? Are the hogs going to stand right on top of this little area? Am I going to drop the heal directly on top of the bomb? No, I'm going to cover enough of it so that the hogs are healed immediately when that bomb, when it blows up. But I'm not going to cover where they're already at. If they're already going to be inside that heal barely at this cannon, the bomb's not going to be activated till the hogs walk into it. So I'm going to place the heal to where it's a little bit inside the bomb to where the hogs are obviously going to be standing next to the archer tower. and that heals them. You don't have to cover the entire bomb spot as long as the hogs are in the heal, okay? And by doing that, I'm also able to put the heal over the large cluster of defense remaining here, okay? Taking full advantage of that heal. All right, ready for this? They go over. Look, the heal's already there, guys. I already placed it. Are the hogs in it? No, they're not. But I'm not worried about them because they've been in that last heal non-stop. Now they're taking out the cannon. That heal's dying. They're almost all full life, if you'll notice. They run right over to it. Big bomb activates, but guess what? They're already in it. Back to being healed. Everything's good. No problems. Taking it out. And now I've got a whole heal left that I didn't even really need. Okay? Lucky for me, I had it because there's 2 heroes left. Now, one great thing about this is that by the time the hogs are back to the heroes, all of the defense is gone. And I still have a dragon that's cruising around. He's doing just fine. So I don't have to worry that the hogs are probably going to get taken out by these heroes. There's a large enough group that they're probably going to take out a few things and then kill the heroes because there's nothing left to attack. So they'll actually target the heroes because normally they won't. If there's any defense left at all, anywhere on the building or on the map, any defense buildings, the hogs will bypass the heroes. They'll bypass clan castle troops and they will run and they'll just attack the defense buildings and let the clan castle troops and heroes attack them. So that's why you're using those drags in the beginning to get rid of the clan castle troops. With this new update, also, the heroes cannot leave their little area. So as the hogs get close and then they leave and they get further away, the heroes can't chase them anymore. Okay? They can chase them to an extent, but they still can't follow them across the whole map. So they're not as big a concern now as they used to be. So now the hogs are free and clear. I have that last heal. I'm thinking, well, I know that this is the large majority of buildings. The hogs look like they're running down and not up to clear out the rest. So since I know there's heroes here, I'm going to go ahead and put this last heal directly on top of the heroes. And that way, I know my hogs are going to be safe as they clean this area out. Notice they attack a lot of the buildings before even going after the queen. Okay, they don't rush over to attack the queen and the king like a lot of the other troops. Like the dragons will actually chase the king and the queen. They'll fly over 5 buildings just to get to the king and the queen. But the hogs don't. They hit the closest thing, and that's all they do. Okay, so you have to be very careful with how you do the hogs close to heroes. So, anyways, yeah, super easy again, not super hard. Lucky for me, the base was cake. Again, I'm not doing this in war mode. This is all me just searching through bases, trying to find something that looks easy for the demonstration so you guys can get an idea of how to do this. Okay? So remember, dragons first, cut the pie, send the hogs, heal, heal, heal. Okay? Put the heal out in front, covering the major defense areas and any bombs that might be there, potential big bombs. Okay? One last example for this particular video, and then next time, guys, I promise I'll do a lot tougher bases, and I'll do them more specific with some more detail. But I just want to give you guys a good idea of how this works. This is a phenomenal attack for war if you know how to use it, but it is an all or nothing attack. Your hogs are not going to get the town hall until they've taken out the entire base. Okay? So just so you guys know, either you get 3 stars or you get 1 star. You rarely just get 2. If you'll notice, this last attack, I got 2. But there's a reason. Okay. Started off, I was thinking this is a great base because, again, the heroes are in the middle. The clan castle's in the middle. It's a town hall 9. Pretty upgraded. It's no slouch of a base, right? Okay. I'm thinking there's a lot of spaces, so this will be a great example because there's some difficulty to this one. And I only had 15-20 seconds to look at it before trying to attack it. But that's how simple this attack is. If you know how to use your initial, dragon attack to cut the pie, if you can recognize very quickly how to use that, it's cake for the hogs once you launch them. As long as there's no double bomb, which very few people put double bombs, because that's really only beneficial against hogs. So unless they're specifically mad about hogs attacking them, then more than likely they don't have two bombs next to each other, okay? So if you know how to do this, it's really all about that initial cut the pie and then heal ahead of the hogs, okay? So what do? Well, this was cake because I looked at it and I saw, okay, everything's in the middle. The major things, the clan castle, the heroes, and this guy's an idiot. Put all of his turrets close to the middle, right? There's no defense at all for dragons on the outsides. Nothing. They can clear half this base before they even start getting targeted. So I'm looking at this thinking, okay, well, that's easy. I'm going to have my king go in. He's going to cut one side so that way the dragons focus towards this middle. The only thing really dangerous to my dragons are the archer towers that you see right there, and potentially any bombs or Teslas that might pop up. But still, dragons have a ton of health, and so they're still pretty safe against that kind of stuff unless, an air bomb pops up, or unless there's air turrets close, which in this case there's not. So king on one side, I actually put a dragon on the other side so that I could focus the drags to the middle. I want them to fly directly up and possibly empty that clan castle. I need them to go towards the clan castle, obviously, so that way I can, make sure those clan castle troops get out. Lucky for me, the king actually hit one of the bombs and activated it. So that's one less thing I don't have to worry about with the hogs. Another reason that I wanted to launch the dragons here, guys, is because there's a big X right there where some big fat bombs could fit. So if I can eliminate all the defense down here, I can be sure that the hogs will never come here. So now if you look at from this point on, the hogs will never have to enter that big open space right there where there could be potential bombs. Okay, which more than likely, since there was a bomb there, there's also a bomb on that side. Like I said, people are very uniform with their bases. They put them exactly alike because when they're looking at it, it just seems more, it looks prettier, that it's even and that it's nice. The bad side is that we can anticipate where their bombs are. Once we know where one's at, we know where the rest are. Okay, so more than likely there's a bomb right here. And just by looking at the base, he's either got bombs here or he has them down here still. Because up here, I don't believe there were a lot of spots. Oh, maybe they're up here. Who knows? I guess we'll find out, right? So I'm identifying all the potential danger spots, okay? Oh, another couple spots right there and right here on the side. But either way, they're close to defense. More than likely, I'm going to have my heal ready to go. So the dragons have done their job. They've cut a hole, right? All that's left really connecting the big circle is this little area right here. That mortar and one of these archer towers. Once those two things are gone, whichever side it might be, the hogs are free and clear to go because now they're going to stay focused on one side. Okay? But as it so happens, as I was doing this attack, my roommate was watching It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia on TV, and I'm a sucker for that show. I love it. And so I looked up and I wasn't paying attention. And so my dragons ended up flying further than they should have. So notice right here, I'm mainly keeping focused on this area because now I've noticed there's no clan castle troops coming out. I'm not worried. Okay, I've noticed that hog or this dragon has taken out that mortar. It's going to get that Tesla. Now there's a wide open spot. Okay, because this dragon's going to finish off that Tesla. So now the hogs are free and clear. I could launch them right here on the side, and I know for sure they're going to stay to the right and they're going to follow the loop. But what happens? I'm an idiot. I'm sitting here waiting. I'm sitting here waiting. I'm sitting here waiting. I wasn't paying attention. Still sitting here. And I went in on the left, which is exactly the same. It doesn't matter. I could have launched on this side, or I could have launched on this side. It would make no difference, okay? But either way, I've eliminated this spot, which is probably a bomb, and any of this area right here. All of it now is free and clear. Hogs never have to touch it. So I don't have to waste a heal on that area. I can focus on the important stuff, okay? I've got 4 heals ready to go, but I waited maybe 15 seconds too long. And if you know this attack is all or nothing, you either do it right or you don't get the 3 stars, okay? So I launched the hogs. Again, I got a bunch of clan castle troops that are not necessarily hogs. When you do this attack in war, you will always have your clan castle packed with hogs. You need extra hogs because, of course, they're going to hit a few traps, they're going to hit a few bombs. There's a couple stragglers that are going to separate and they're going to blow up or die or whatever. So you need those few extra hogs in your clan castle to continue with the group so that they stay strong and so that they mow through stuff fast. You will never, ever, ever, ever separate your hog group on purpose. Okay? The main reason is because hogs are weak. They're going to die fast unless you can keep them in the heal spell. So you want the group together to fully use that heal spell as long as you can. If they separate, you have to start dropping heal spells in different places. And now that gets to be chaotic because the hogs are not moving fast enough. They're not killing things fast enough. Especially on high-level bases where the higher-level defense has a lot more hit points. The hogs cannot get rid of that stuff fast enough. And so what happens is the heal spells run out, and the hogs are stuck with 15 more buildings left to get to, and eventually they'll die. I mean, you have to keep the heal spells long enough for the hogs to get all of the buildings almost. Because even if there's just a few left, the hogs will get taken out in the end. Okay? So keep your hogs together. Do not separate them. It might seem like a good idea, but it's not. Cut the pie and then run the loop. Okay? So I've already got the heal in front of them. Now they're running into it. Notice the heal was there before they were, but it was easy to know where they were going because it's on the loop. Now they're at the edge of this one. It's easy to see where they're going to go. They're going to go to this archer tower, which, of course, I'm not going to waste a heal spell on that archer tower because that doesn't matter. One archer tower is not going to kill them. So I'm going to lead them probably to this next spot where there are definite, spaces where it could be major disaster zone. I need to make sure I cover that, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and lead them up. One hog runs off on his own like an idiot. There come up some bombs. I was ready to go on the heal. I saw that that there was no actual big bomb. There was just a small one. So I waited on that heal. And what happened? I edged the heal closer to this side. Right? I led them this direction. Even if there really would have been a bomb there, they would have still been fine with the heal on this side. Because notice how the heal is covering half of that spot. But I did wait and see if it activated. It didn't. So I went ahead and shifted it a little more. If I would have seen the bomb pop up, I would have dropped it directly on top just to be safe. But, like I said, when you've done this attack so many times, you just kind of watch for stuff like that and you know what to do. So I dropped the heal there. They're taking full advantage of it. Trap gets a few hogs. Totally fine. I'm leading the hogs now with the next heal. Notice it covers all the defense, including the crossbow, including the edge of the turret there. All of these guys. I better hurry on this video because I'm filling the storage up. Okay. Clearing it all out. Cake, cake, cake. A lot of hogs left over. One last heal because I know they're going to run down to these guys right there, and I need these suckers at full strength so that way the heroes can't take them out. Okay. I need them at full strength. Luckily, the heroes got close enough that the hogs run at them almost immediately, which is awesome because sometimes they won't. Sometimes they'll just hit all the buildings and get shot. So now, the hogs are free and clear. Notice the giant never even made it through the wall. Like I said, when you do this, normally you'll have a good clan castle full of awesome stuff. If I would have had my queen and extra couple hogs, this base would have been 3-starred. But that delay that I took when I wasn't paying attention is what ended up costing me. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and hustle this up. Running out of time. But again, It's an easy 3-star on almost any base that doesn't have double bombs. I got 94%. Again, if I would have had my queen and I would have had a couple extra hogs in the clan castle, and if I wouldn't have been distracted, even if I wouldn't have been distracted, even without the queen, without the extra hogs, if I would have taken advantage of that extra 10, 15 seconds, I would have easily cleared that last little bit, guys. But I was distracted. Don't watch TV and clash. That's another major rule for this attack. So don't do that. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great time watching this, picking up little tips. I know I've talked a lot. Hopefully it made sense. If it didn't, feel free to ask questions. I'm going to be making more videos in the future with this attack. I'm going to get more specific. But now you know. Cut the pie with the dragons, with your hero if you have to, and then launch the hogs so that they run a specific direction so that you can anticipate the heals, you can lay the heals early, and you can make sure that you have enough to last through the entire attack. Okay, guys? Until next time, this is Beefcake.